Hello everyone, this is the Pennsylvania Florida Eastern here, back again with another train talks and another unboxing video. Now, when I got this box, I pretty much already opened it to see what I got in here. Some pretty interesting stuff to those who do more stuff and want to know more stuff outside of just model trains. Spoilers, there's no really like model trains in here. But it's still interesting to see what I got in here, and this is really going to help out my fleet and maintain my fleet. And also, if I get anything new, or if I want to check anything that has issues, I have some stuff that will help me out and understand what I can do to fix the problems. So, let's open this up. Take this stuff out of the way. Got some stuff from modeltrainstuff.com because this is pretty much one of the only places I could finally get everything that I needed. So we got some unique stuff in here. We got some all-metal multi-purpose coupler height gauge. So this is going to be really important. This is for when I do my projects on adding new couplers to older rolling stock. And this will tell me if I'm meeting the standards. Right here, I got a coupler trip pin pliers. This will help me bend the couplers. Actually, this will help me a lot, so I don't have anything tripping and derailing on the, well, not just my layout, which rarely happens, but really the club layout, because that one has, a lot of dips and whatnot in the track. It's not the flattest like railroad in the world, but it's something. If I take these rubber bands off, I think it's just one rubber band, because it's already poking through. And this is an NMRA HO standards gauge. So it's for wheels, for trolley, for clearance, and for track. So this is going to be very useful, especially I guess for Bachman track, but the Bachman track seems to be in gauge most of the time, but I can always double check with this. So I guess this is the fifth version. My pliers and my height gauge. So these are really important things to really want to start out with, pretty much. You definitely want one of these. You're definitely going to need these if you're going to do some custom stuff. And you're definitely going to need this as a start. So you really need this and this to get started. And this is for when you start doing custom like coupler installs and coupler box installs, especially on River Rossi and whatnot. So what else we got in the box? We got some KD 148s. These are standard whiskered head metal couplers. So they just have, they're just medium center set shank. These are just your regular couplers with whiskers. Nothing too exciting, but this guy can replace on all my passenger cars or freight cars. Probably most likely it's going to be my some of my locomotives and pretty much all my Bowser cars. These are shelf head couplers. These are 118s. So shelf head coupler, if we can zoom in, maybe see it. You can see on one of the couplers there's a shelf head on the top. And there's also on the bottom as well. It's this thing right here. And it helps the couplers from really decoupling from each other. So this is probably going to be useful in my GG1, which is known to have some undulation issues where it will decouple from the passenger cars and also from other locomotives sometimes. So this will be very useful for when I double head it with any other locomotive, or if I use it to pull really a train in general. So these will be really helpful, and especially, if you're doing, let's say, a double head, and two locomotives are just slightly off, like ever so slightly off in like speed matching, these are going to be really useful, especially if it's long periods of time of running. So yeah, these are definitely what I need. The coupler box stuff I don't really need to do right now. I don't really have anything that I really need to improve upon. So, or like, you know, get one of like the other ones that I have. I forgot what number they are, but I'll show you later. They're really just they have couplers, but they also have the copper spring that go with them, so you can put inside the box that you install them on. They're pretty simple, but yeah, these are going to be really useful. And I'm probably going to have to get more of the, just buy a whole bulk of these at some point. Just buy like a whole bunch of these. So there's like 25 couplers in here. Well, 25 pairs, but really 50 couplers in each. So that's great. And we're getting to the meat of this. We got some plastic-friendly grease right here, Labelle 106. So this stuff will definitely help with my gearboxes and lubricating gears, such as the T1 5511 over there. And other locomotives. I have some other locomotives that I'll probably do a future maintenance videos on. And I might have an idea of what I'm going to probably do next, maybe later in the day. So this is really important. And also Labelle 108. This is plastic friendly for, you know, motors, gearboxes, and really you can use this for like bearings. This will help, you know, smooth things out for bearings. And for locomotives, the running gear, you want to lube the pin joints for the crank arms connect to, as well as the piston that goes inside the piston rod that goes in and out of the steam chest, and some of the other linkages as well, just to keep wear to a minimum and squeaking to a minimum. Although it is a pain in the butt sometimes. There's something I probably have to open the shell of the T1 to see if there's a bearing rubbing against something. I believe it's something on the outside. Really, it's actually probably some of the axles, I guess, rubbing against the truck or something. Or she just needs lube a lot. She's an older locomotive, and yeah, I don't know. It's just one of those things. So this is really important stuff. This will probably last me a while. On both of these things, I might get more though at some point, just to have an extra stock, just in case. Eventually, I gotta get like a tool chest, similar to that but smaller, so I can fit small stuff like these things and my couplers and my gauges and whatnot, just to keep things, you know, all together. Because I can't just stack stuff on top of that. That's just that's just not right. So yeah, this is all very useful stuff. This is a rather short video. Again, I did spoil earlier that there's no trains in this unboxing. This is really just general maintenance and upgrade stuff, and also, you know, stuff to really, it's just general maintenance to check things, and, you know, to upgrade couplers and whatnot. I already have wheel sets. I do have passenger wheel replacements from Intermountain. I don't have those on hand right now, but I still have a lot left. I don't know when I'm going to use them on. I could put them on like old Bachmann passenger cars if I wanted to, but that's yet to be seen. Right now, I'm just using this for the stuff I have now. And really fun to see stuff. So we could probably open some of this stuff up. This seems to be already open for the gauge. If we can pull this out. Can we open it? I don't know. Seems strange. I'm using one-handed to this. That would be rather impressive. Not really, but... Alright, I think I see someone in here. Oh, okay. So it's like a little envelope. Then I can pull this out. I wonder if it's missing. Congratulations, you got a gauge. Okay, so this is pretty much what's going on here. Try and open it up. So this is pretty much what this gauge does. Very interesting, and if it comes out of the bag. Ooh, it's nicely machined. Oh. Well. That's interesting. I wonder, well, it still works. It still works. It's not warped or anything. It's definitely got some scuff, but, you know, it's whatever. As long as it works, I guess. But, it's a standard gauge. It should still work. Let's see. If we want to check the track, we got the bottom one. So if we just go right here and look at this. Oh yeah, it's engaged. Track is engaged. There's a shelf, but if it goes down, it's too wide. But yeah, the track is engaged. Pretty cool. We got flangeways, points, no-go, wheels. I'll definitely test some wheels at some point. But yeah, this is really important to start out with model trains. And this instruction manual will tell you what it's for and what to use it for. It's just a shame that the thing seems to be kind of warped a bit. As long as it could still do things precise and accurately. Like, if it can do it accurately, that's fine. But, I don't know. I just find it weird. It's kind of weird. But that's okay. As long as it still accurately reads things, that's fine. That is fine with me. Pretty cool. Very important. Here's the backside. So we got that to check the track. So right there, we just checked it. And that's what track's too tight, track's correct, which the Bachmann track was. And the track's too wide is when it angles like that. So that's pretty cool. Check gauge too tight. Span correct. And spans too wide. Interesting. Yeah, there's some interesting stuff on here. For some reason, some of this stuff is upside down. There's some points as well. And there's wheels. Too narrow. Perfect. Back to back. And gauge too wide. Tire depth correct. Well, some of my trains are not gonna meet the tire depth correct, but the Joe F trains and the Electro Tren set that I have, but I don't have an issue with them running, so especially at the club. So their flanges, their almost pizza cutter flanges, are pretty good still. So they just don't like old, or I think this old track that has like these huge nubs or spikes that hold the rail down. But yeah, this is very useful right here. So I'm going to definitely keep the instructions for some reason, just in case I don't know what I'm doing. But I think I'll know what I'm doing over time. And then we got these couplers, the coupler pliers. There we go. You just open them and you just press it, and it's got like a roller, and it just goes like that, and you just apply pressure. Really useful tool. You could probably use this in other things too, like for, well, I don't know, if you're making, let's say, train phone and whatnot out of metal wires and whatnot, this will probably be useful or something like that. You could probably use this besides couplers, but it's really meant for couplers. But this is going to be a very useful tool. And then this is our coupler height gauge. I won't be opening up the couplers I'll probably show in a later video when I install them to like, it'll probably be in the maintenance video when I install them to certain locomotives. They have a couple of height issues where it undulates up and down. Specifically the GG1 is the prime example of there's a problem here, we need to fix it. Okay, so I believe I have this open. There's a coupler height gauge. It shows what to do and what not to do. Whoa. Well, that's interesting. Got a whole bunch of stuff here. It's got a pill here. Rather sticky. Yeah, they got a pill here with like some extra stuff in there. It looks like springs and a screw. And here's our height gauge. I don't know what that is. Interesting. But you'd place this on the track like that, and that would be your height gauge. And then I guess you get whatever screw you want. And you put this coupler right there or something, and you screw it in there with what? I don't know. And then, oh no, yeah, with a screw. And you just put this screw in there, and then there you go. And then you tighten it down. Make sure it's centered, and then there you go. There's your coupler height gauge, guys. And these rings, I'm not sure what they're for. I'm going to put these back in the bag because I'm guessing... I don't know what these are for. If somebody does, though, let me know. I don't know what these things are for. Anywho, I'm going to end the video and just clean up here. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is a very not so interesting video to maybe some, but to others who are maybe starting, this is probably going to be important for you when you get into model trains. There's a lot more than just running trains around in a circle all the time or running them at a club layout. There is some maintenance aspects to it as well as upgrading aspects to your model trains. So I hope you guys found something worth of value from this. It's not really a review video, but, you know, you can always talk about it later once we start using this stuff more. Alrighty then, this is the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. This is the Pennsylvania, Florida Eastern signing out. Bye now.